Hey, welcome back in today's video. Welcome back to another episode of The Rep Reports, the news that matters to you. Now, we didn't do Friday's episode of The Rep Report, so I wanted to go ahead and get it on Monday. Hopefully this comes out Monday. We're going to be talking about Emily Artful releasing a new video about Creepshow art, as well as that vegan teacher that seems to be calling out bigger YouTubers, and just what did Donna Klein text Trisha Paytas, and more as The Rep Reports. I don't know why I'm whispering. Emily Artful released another video about Creepshow art, where in it she says that Creepshow may be lied to by Anthony. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then this first video she did, Creepshow art has always been this way, is very exposing and something that I do highly suggest. In this video, she goes over the evidence that she provided in her first video to show that it is authentic. She goes over her Twitter DMs, her Instagram DMs, but then at the end, she talks about how she believes that Shannon's husband or boyfriend, or I'm not really too sure at this point, may have not been telling her the full truth. This is what Emily says.
He never strictly told me that Shannon was his girlfriend. He was always really vague about their relationship label and usually just called her the girl that he was seeing. Eventually, I just put two and two together and realized they were dating, but I always thought it was really weird that he was never 100% clear about his relationship with Shannon, because he had one or maybe two other girlfriends after we had dated, and he was perfectly comfortable telling me those girls were his girlfriends. And I'm not bringing this up to be bitchy, I'm bringing this up because I truly believe that Anthony hid a lot from Shannon. Even though the things that Shannon did to me were unconscionable and cruel, I believe that she was also a victim here. I believe that Anthony played on her hatred for me, as well as her emotional dependence on him. For God's sake, she dropped everything to go live out of her car, an experience she herself called absolutely miserable, just to be with him. I will never forgive or forget what Shannon did to me, and her being a victim doesn't excuse her horrible behavior.
And I do 100% agree with that. Just based off the kind of interactions that I had with Shannon, there were signs that she may have been manipulated and just coerced into, can I say that on YouTube? Coerced? Specifically with the situation where she seemed to share a phone, or had some kind of situation where she and Anthony did have the same phone for a period of time. That was actually one of my escape ways out to maybe Shannon didn't do this. Maybe it was Anthony. But that was, evidence came out. Obviously, we know where the situation goes. Now, I promised I'm going to keep you guys updated with this situation. Originally, I took time away from my YouTube channel to process it because it was hard for me to even talk about. But like I said, I've evolved beyond that point, so I'm going to keep you guys updated when these situations happen. So I will put this video in the pinned comment. Check it out. Tell me what you think, your thoughts, your opinions, and also in the news. I was also asked to look into that vegan teacher calling out Pewdiepie. If you're unfamiliar with that vegan teacher, she's a YouTuber with over 83,000 subscribers. She also has a TikTok, and it's interesting to me because she seems to always call out other creators, bigger creators of different sizes.
This channel here who did a video, this person, D'Angelo Wallace, did a video about that vegan teacher saying leads a double life, a terrifying double life too. Not just a double life, but a terrifying one.
Now, PewDiePie did make a video titled Vegan Teachers in Love With Me where he reacts to that, but what we're going to react to is, we reacting now? Oh man, I just said react. I didn't know that we were reacting now. I guess we're a react channel. Happy Vegan Declaration Day, PewDiePie. You passed the first assignment. I'm so proud of you. Interesting.
PewDiePie is a new student here in class, and look, he is giving us a presentation, and already it's starting off great. He's got fries, which are vegan. He is showing us a vegan burger packed with veggies there, and he also has some vegan nuggets. This is great.
Now, interestingly enough, PewDiePie actually said that it was his editor that put this picture in there.
He's got fries, which are vegan. He is showing...
What the f***? I never showed this image. What is this? Saib put this in here. Saib, you're the... Saib, what have you done?
Congratulations, Saib. You did it.
She's writing down her notes here. Let's see what she's got to say.
good over here and bad in his name, and we're going to be giving him an evaluation, a report card, and I hope that he's going to get a good mark. I have a feeling that he is. Happy vegan declaration.
Oh, I see now. She's grading him and other YouTubers on their vegan friendliness because her mission is to turn everyone vegan and so they can save the world. But I think the big issue everybody's having is that she comes off, it's weird because she comes off aggressive, but it's like nice aggressive. It's like the tonalities and actions in her voice are nice, but it's almost like she doesn't understand, or maybe she does. She's just being overly passive aggressive. Is that the right word? I don't know what the word is, but I think the one that's taking the blunt of all of this is Gordon Ramsay. She actually made a rap song. Why are you vegan phobic animal bully? Calling that to Gordon Ramsay. And here's a little teaser of that. Let me just.
Why is Gordon Ramsay an animal bully when instead of eating meat, he could just eat protein-packed veggies? Why does Gordon Ramsay choose to pay for blood and murder when he can just switch over to vegan mayo and a vegan burger? Why does...
Now, I actually was a vegan for 3 years of my life. I was a vegan for 3 years, and then I guess I degraduated from vegan to vegetarian, where I was a vegetarian for a decade of my life. It was good. Some of the main things I noticed is less aggression. That was the biggest thing that I noticed was less aggression. And I feel like my hormone levels were messed up because during this period of time, I didn't grow any facial hair at all the way up until I stopped being I started eating meat again when I was 26. Yes, about 26-ish. And immediately started growing facial hair, which was, I was like, what? Like within the, I'm not joking, like within the month. Like I can actually grow facial hair. I just shave it off all the time. And it was interesting. But the biggest thing, like I said, was that there was less aggression. I didn't have any aggression. Like sometimes I feel like aggression is, maybe that's not the right word. Passion, is that, maybe that's the right word? I don't know. But I wasn't very like assertive. I was just like very passive. I was just like, you know what? Everybody, you do what you want. You know? That was pretty much the mentality. And then when I started eating meat again, I was like, I'd be like, if somebody crossed a boundary, I'd be like, yo, you shall not pass. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm eating chicken now. Stop. So that was just, you know, that was my experience with it. But, you know, if you were a vegetarian, you know, and I'm not saying don't be a vegetarian. I know so much about veganism and vegetarianism and everything, probably as much as the vegan teacher knows. I just don't push my beliefs on other people because I know that that's not how it works. Like people have to choose and decide for themselves. They're different types of things. And I may go back vegetarian. That's always been my plan. I don't know. I don't even eat that much meat now. I think I eat it like once or twice a week. I just, you know, I'm all about whole foods. Getting my whole foods, eating my veggies, you know. All right. In the news. Also in the news. Look at this wholesome meme here. My mom worried about being a good mom. Me being proud of my mom for being the best mom. There's something else also. It's not really news, but it's something I want to chime in on to see what you guys think about this. Deaf Noodles. He was the internet cat. He recently has stopped doing the internet cat, and now he's just playing himself, or he is just himself now. I believe that's what the thing is.
I'm just here to say it's over. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. It's over. It's not over. It's over. Anyway, folks, Addison Rae. Ignoring it isn't going to make it go away. What's your problem?
And the biggest difference that I've noticed is that he cusses a lot, and it's interesting to me. Originally, when I first interacted with this person, he was a super, super nice person. But now I feel like I must have been interacting with the cat because I just feel like he cusses a lot. I'm not saying that cussing is bad. I'm just saying it's a stark difference from the persona that was originally put out there, which to me shows that it was quite the persona. Not really, like I said, not really news, but this is kind of what I'm talking about.
Nobody's at war, you so we're all talking about the most meaningless, stupid in the world. It's entertainment news. This isn't going to change anybody's life. You're not a heel. If you want to be a heel so bad, go and wrestle.
But then again, he is talking about Keemstar, and Keemstar's got a way that he just gets under people's skin, so maybe he's just, I don't know. But just generally watching his content, I believe it's like, it's completely just so different. I mean, I was just a fan of the Minecraft cat, I guess. I don't know. But like I said, not really news, but I do want to know what you guys think, so let me know. Also, in the news. And another piece of news about Eugenia, somebody sent me in a Facebook page that was very much tied with the blue butterfly, the cerulean butterfly. And if you're unfamiliar, I did a video talking about this and the underground pro-ana community. Where in this video, we talked about the dangerous underground communities and how they teach other people to exist with these types of illnesses in plain sight, and different methods, and we went in a lot of detail. I'll put that video also in the pinned comment. Because I made this video, you guys have been being watchdogs out there on the internet and sending me in different specific examples of where these communities are hiding. And it looks like we found one on Facebook. And it really just highlights a situation as to how they look at Eugenia on the internet. This person posts on this page, who's your favorite inspiration and a YouTuber? Mine is Sarah Beauty Corner, which I don't know who that is, Grackle, and somebody, I don't know who these people are, but I will look into them. Somebody says Eugenia. She's still heavy in denial, but we all know. In reply, somebody says, I'm not up to date on YouTubers or Instagram or Twitter or any of that sort of thing, but I just looked her up, and dang, she's cute as a button, completely goals. This is the description of that page. Are you old enough to remember when we all wore red bracelets and called each other angels? I have no idea what they're referring to, if that's any sort of other symbolism towards these type of underground communities. Are you a cerulean butterfly? This group is for 25 and ups who struggle with that life. The rules from the group are: do not mention Trump, good or bad, do not discuss, no political debates, no gatekeeping, you don't get to decide if another person has a ED or is dedicated. Dedicated being dedicated towards the ED. They lastly say do not report. This is pretty self-explanatory. Block, don't report. So again, this is a concerning community built around EDs where they help people maintain these EDs in plain sight. Here they have a whole Discord saying, please anyone, please join our butterfly paradise. It's safe chat for everyone, please join. And so obviously there's a real issue out there on the internet with this type of problem. And as you've seen, even in this Facebook page, they said 25 up. So they don't allow younger peoples. And I don't think I need to make an argument about how influenceable younger generations are and how Eugenia's presence on a platform impacts this. The bigger issue is the fact that she says she doesn't understand why there's a need for an age restriction. And I feel like this is a pretty big deal.
I'm not making content that really requires age restriction. If some parents, for whatever reason, feel that their kid shouldn't watch me again, that's fine. But I think just because somebody looks a certain way, I don't think that alone requires age restriction. I'm not making content that really is stuff that has to be age restricted. If some parents want to do that, then I respect their decision, and obviously that's fine. But for a general age restriction, is it something I understand? No, not really.
I personally don't understand how she doesn't understand the issue that the internet is having. In fact, I would go as far to say that she does completely understand. But it's almost like, who is she speaking to in these live streams? I've already talked about in my previous video about these pro-ana communities, how the regardless if this was her intent or not, a large majority of her fan base is from these types of underground pro-ana communities. They do worship her. They do find the condition of her body desirable and gorgeous, and all these other words that they use. And there's been multiple situations brought up to her, specifically most recently the cerulean butterfly, and what that symbol means, what that symbolizes, and she's even addressed it and talked about it. So she understands why there would be parents would have issue with her content. So I don't really understand in this situation, but I am interested in what you guys think about this. Also in the news, 15 hours ago, Trisha Paytas posted a video. I'm not staying silent on this. Reply to Ethan and Ethan's mom. If you don't know, Trisha Paytas and Ethan have been going back and forth. I have covered it as well. And Ethan's mom and his parents in general have been getting involved in this online internet drama. But Trisha Paytas has this to say.
This is my last video to Ethan and the Kleins and his mother. First and foremost, today they put up an episode where the mother proudly and still stood by her text message to me was that if someone missed that she would blame me and Moses for putting stress on her. And Ethan said, I actually agree with that. By that logic, which miscarriages are the majority of the time an embryo defect, a genetic defect. By that same logic, how come Ethan isn't held to that same standard? Continuously engaging, not only engaging, but harassing the person that's suing him. Not only is Ethan getting sued, but now the family's podcast is getting sued, and his wife's company, Hila's company, Teddy Fresh, is getting sued. How is not, continuously having his pregnant wife sitting next to him while he's combating all these people, just attacking person after person, including the first one about me and Keemstar, which had nothing to do with him. All of this because I went on a podcast.
One comment on this video says, let's review. You called Hila terrible names on the podcast, acted annoyed and underwhelmed at her pregnancy news. Went on Keem's podcast, who openly has bashed Ethan and Hila, disrespected the H3 crew countless times, have basically made it awkward and impossible for Hila and Moses to have a healthy relationship, engaging in drama with Ethan's parents. You had the power all along to diffuse all these situations and not make everything ridiculously public, including financial issues you had about the Frenemies podcast. But instead of ever trying to be the bigger person, you escalated every situation and made it about you. You could have been celebrating a beautiful moment in Ethan's life with their future child and continued being on a successful podcast. You blew it, and now all the good friends and family you had on your side are seeing your true colors and aren't intimidated by you anymore. Moses either really loves you or is terribly manipulated, because any rational person would have left a long time ago. You are physically and verbally abusive, and your mental illness should not be a crutch or excuse as to why you continue doing it. Maybe get off the internet for your own sanity until you handle being on a public platform, and then come back when you can act your age. Another saying she's isolating Moses from the rest of the family. Trisha's saying this situation's beyond internet drama, and it's crossing so many lines. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. It's really difficult to understand what Trisha is actually talking about in this situation. She seems to say that the text message that Ethan's mom sent to her had something to do with a miscarriage, but they talk about it in a podcast titled, What Did My Mom Text Trisha? Families number 9, August 22nd, 2021.
Well, I was so upset because of some of the things that she had just said.
Go ahead, read the tip.
I sent a private message on Messenger to Moses.
You texted Moses. I mean, it's not.
Well, I didn't really text. Is that called texting?
Yes.
Messaging? Is that texting?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is, everybody.
Go ahead.
This is what I wrote.
Cover your ears. This is it. The worst thing you've ever heard.
This is the most horrible thing you've ever heard. Okay.
Well, it's
Moses.
Okay.
Moses, if your sister has a because of this stress, I will hold you and Trisha responsible. Stop this nonsense. Enough. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the message didn't catch on fire. It was so horrid. Oh my God.
Well, okay. I mean, on one hand, that's obviously a strongly worded message to send.
It was, and that's how I felt.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. She was causing you so much stress.
The truth is, we were all thinking it, and I wasn't going to write it. So when I saw you write it, I was like, she shouldn't have sent the text, but
Sorry.
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Sorry.
One commenter says, the fact that Donna has Gila's back more than her own brother is beyond me. Another saying, Donna sending that text to Moses was not evil, she just cared for Gila. Another saying, can't help to think whatever Donna said to Trish isn't half as bad as Trish has said about Ethan over the months. So in general, this was more about all the stress that was going on because of this current situation and a build up to things. So I'm interested in what you guys think about this situation. It seems like for Trisha to get upset and just this angry to make a video about Donna coming out to read the text message that she was making such a big deal of feels a little bit shady, but that's just me. I kind of feel like Trisha Paytas was more mad that the text message came out. That's just my opinion there. That being said, as interesting as this is, also it's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think. So go ahead, leave your creative, very interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up, those likes, as always, brothers and sisters. I will see you in the next video. So I'm going to try to do another video today. I kind of feel a little bit weird, and I did get a haircut, as you can tell. And I just told her to cut the mullet off, but then she cut all of it off. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad. The disconnect's going away. I just, hair grows back. So, don't worry. Everybody that's a fan of the long hair, I am growing it longer. I want to grow it really long, like down to like here, but that's just me. So, we'll see what happens. I'd like to thank my patrons. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your continued ongoing support. If you would like to support what I do here on the channel and get your name at the end of my videos with the rest of the patrons, I'll put the link in the pinned comment. Also, thank you to everybody that's donating. We are currently $11,500 on the fundraiser for RAIN to help survivors in difficult situations. If you want to help me do that, the link is on the right desktop below mobile. If you have a YouTube account, well, it's already connected. All you gotta do is press donate and give $1.99. All right, I'm gonna go get a hot chocolate. That's just a way to show that you're repping. If you're not repping, you're Greg, and hey, do that. I'm gonna subscribe, notification turned on, be in the comment section to every single video because I'm gonna be there. Greg the cat's gonna be there, and the rest of the Red Slide community as well. And I expect to see you there too because this channel loves you. Oh yeah, clap. Everybody have a good day.